Climate change happens, the whole ecosystem is from the mountains on down to the coast, and as things change up there, they change down here, and they change out in the ocean as well.
I've seen the weather have gotten worse, and that's when I started paying close attention to the climate change.
We're starting to see weather patterns become more robust and very intense sometimes when they do come through, and so with intensity of wind comes intensity of seas.
The larger vessels, they could go out and they can work through the storms, whereas the smaller vessels, we can't go out and work in the bad weather because they don't have the power to actually go out here in the deep water to catch products the way we normally would. They look at the solar caps, they're melting. We look at the tides are higher now than it was years ago, and it's going to continue that same track. And when you see that, it's going to have an effect somewhere, somehow.
I've seen some of the hottest ocean temperatures this last couple of years, and it is sea surface temperature that we're seeing, but it is also affects the feed. If there's no feed, then the fish aren't going to stay on the grounds that they want to go and be at.
The seafood out there in the ocean, the fish, shrimp, and all the others, they are instinctively wise. Water's too hot here, we got to go someplace else. And in essence, that's what they do. So we have to think along those same lines.
When we first started Abundant Seafood, one of the reasons why we did what we did, selling directly to the restaurants, is that our product was coming off the boat. They would be sold to a dealer. That dealer would then sell to the New York market or Canadian market. There was more travel time and emissions being wasted just to go and come back here, and so we wanted to go and minimize the amount of emissions it took to get the product to the plate. It's still exciting to me because you drop your line down, you're hunting once again, and anybody who's a hunter, you get that adrenaline rush of getting into the fish and catching the fish. You're harvesting them to go and feed the public, and that's important to me.
Nothing I love more than shrimping and being on the ocean. And so that's why I'm going to stick with it, and that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.